It's a big week here in Singapore at the Turf Club. It is the International Week, the KrisFlyer and the Singapore Airlines International Cup. And Matt Jones, everyone's getting excited at the track.
Well, it looks as though we might have a late nomination. But, well, this one clearly flying. But it will not take its place in one of our big races. Do we get any horses?
Yes, we will. Here's Aero Velocity. In good form at the moment, this guy, isn't he?
Well, I think he sets the standard, doesn't he, really, with his big win in the Hong Kong Sprint back in December. He's been over to Japan and had a win. Here he is on the poly track. Can you just talk us through his work this morning?
Yeah, a lot of the horses arrived on Saturday morning from Hong Kong, 5 a.m., and they haven't really done much. I think just chatting to you and feeling it out that these horses are going to do a bit more later in the week. Yeah,
that tends to be the thing. They get very fresh and full of themselves, and then they tend to have a workout either Wednesday or Thursday. Lucky 9, of course, needs no introduction. It's won the last two editions of the KrisFlyer, and familiar face here.
It's been disappointing of late, also very quiet, and hoping to see a little bit more from him later in the week.
Yes, he needs to draw a barrier, although it's only a small field, but he owns this race, doesn't he, Lucky 9? Here's Rich Tapestry. Well, another horse from Hong Kong. He ran a terrific race in the Golden Shaheen, and this is his first run since.
Yeah, there are a couple that come from Dubai with some good form and okayish form, and he's moving pretty well to post, I thought.
It's interesting that El Padrino ran fourth in that race, but Rich Tapestry, he finished third. Now, Hatoto does most of his racing over 1,000 metres.
Yeah, and he was disappointing in Dubai at the Al Quoz Sprint. He ran 15th. I hope he can make amends here, but he's not been doing much during the week. He's a big, strong boy, though.
Yes, he has raced up to, just having a look at the form I've got here, up to 1,400 metres, but as I say, does most of his racing over shorter. And El Padrino, well, it looks a tough ask for him on the turf, but, you know, he deserves his spot with some pretty consistent racing over a period of time now.
If this was on the poly track, he'd probably be favourite.
He'd be hard to beat, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Although Rich Tapestry did beat him on the synthetic surface in Dubai, but still. Now let's have a look at another local, Emperor Max, and I bet Stephen Gray was thrilled with the way he returned to the races there in the Lion City.
Yeah, third there, and Corey Brown, big race jockey, putting him through his paces. I think he's the type of horse that, you know, could rise to the occasion to run into money.
We ran second in the race last year. He beat Zach Spirit home in this, and he ran second, of course, to Lucky 9. And this is a filly that's being tipped for big things here. Just that nice little weight relief being a filly. She's only tiny, as you can see. She looks good, doesn't she, Kiwi Karma?
And she's been doing her normal. She went round twice like this during track work, and yeah, I'm hoping she can put in a big run. I think she could be special in the future.
There's just so much to like about her. She's so small, but she's got such a will to win, and that almost got her home last time. And Magneto, well, he'll be up on the pace somewhere, the chestnut.
He'll need to improve. He's been gelded as well. He's the unknown quantity, isn't he?
So this is his first run since the operation?
I believe so, yes.
Yep.
Will be interesting. That was Monday morning on the turf. And then old Zach, I mean, what can we say about our champion sprinter? Saturday morning on the turf, this morning as well again.
Immensely disappointing last year that he played up prior to the start, and that gave his opposition a big chance, and they were able to capitalise and beat him. He ran third. Well, that's the KrisFlyer. After the break, the Singapore Airlines International Cup.